Unit 1, Section 1, Earth 101, How Our World Works. Age of the Earth. Before we begin discussing the people and the places that make up our planet, it's a good idea to get some perspective as to where we fit in the universe. As a species, humans and our blue planet are fairly young, but compared to you and me, the Earth is old, really old, over 4 billion years old. Older than most people can wrap their minds around. As you read and explore this section, be sure to think about how scientists figured out how old our planet is and how much time has passed between the beginning of Earth and your time spent in this class. While you're reading, you should be looking for how old is the universe, what was the early universe like and how did it change over time, how recent is our universe, how recent is our planet, and how recent is our species, how old is the Earth and how do we know. The reading gives you 5 ways. And what is radiometric dating? Cosmic calendar. The history of the universe. It's hard to grasp the size of the universe. It's equally hard to imagine its age. Astronomers calculate that the universe originated about 13 billion years ago in an explosion of space called the Big Bang. At that time, all the matter and energy in our observable universe was packed together in a volume smaller than an atom. No one knows what happened before the Big Bang or what caused the explosion. Our laws of physics can't explain it. But in an instant, the energy and matter of our universe poured into the existence and expanded with space itself. We still see the evidence of the Big Bang today, as the superclusters of galaxies continue to fly apart from each other. We also observe the remnant glow of the Big Bang itself in the form of faint microwave light from all parts of the sky. Timeline of the universe. The early universe was small and intensely hot. As the universe expanded, it cooled. Small particles condensed and formed the elements hydrogen and helium. Over billions of years, gravity allowed the cooling gases to collapse into galaxies, stars, and planets, including the Earth. Here's a timeline of the important events in the history of the universe. The timeline is in billions of years, so we need a magnifying glass to show when events occurred only millions of years ago. If you look at this timeline, it's not until 3 billion years after the Big Bang that our galaxy even begins to form. And our sun doesn't even begin until much, much longer after that. And when you look at humans, they don't show up until 1.8 million years ago, relatively recent. And that's the same thing this next chart is going to show us. The universe in 1 year. Imagine that the history of the universe is compressed into 1 year, with the Big Bang occurring in the first seconds of New Year's Day, and all of our known history occurring in the final seconds before midnight, December 31st. Using this scale of time, each month would equal a little over 1 billion years. Here's a closer look at when important events would occur and when we'd imagine the universe in 1 year. So we start with our Big Bang, January, about 1 billion years as things start to spread out and slow down. Things start to cool off and gravity takes hold and you end up with our universe here, or our galaxy, the Milky Way. Things still continue to cool off. Gravity starts to take effect, creating our sun and our planets towards the end of August. You then fast forward to December, so the last 1 billion years of history. On the 18th, we get our first land plants. Dinosaurs show up the day before Christmas and are dead by the 29th. And it's not until about 6 minutes before midnight that humans finally show up. So the main idea of this is that the universe is extremely, extremely old, and that the sun and our planet are still very old in comparison. And humans are relatively recent. So when we begin to talk about humans, understand that out of all of these things, they're the thing to have happened most recently in the history of our universe.